Welcome. Here we are with Mr. 19, part of our department.
Mr. 19.
Mr. 19.
Hi.
I have a question that I think that I hear an interview a couple of months ago that you were saying that there was one point that you stopped playing your own music on the sets, if I'm not wrong. How did that influence you? Because you play, or the way that you produce, you have like a really big spectrum of genres, like more than the things that you release on 19. So how it was for you not to feel forced to play your own music?
It took a little while before I didn't feel forced to play, you know, some of the big hits, because I mean, people come to the shows and they want to hear the songs that you're famous for, but you know, as an artist, it's not like I intentionally don't play my own songs. Like we just ended with the And Me remix of Catch You by Surprise off the last album, which, you know, that's the first thing of my own, or a remix of my own stuff that I've played in quite a while. And it's not that I intentionally am not playing my music, it's just, you know, you evolve as an artist and you go through phases where, you know, you're playing more techno or you're playing more house, and certain songs are fitting into the set better at certain times, you know. So it just, for the last while, the art department production hasn't really fit so well into my sets, and I don't force music into a set, you know. Play the music for the time and for the place and for the people and the energy that's going on there, and that's all I'm really concerned with when I'm DJing.
For example, on the set that you played today, it was not such melodious, it was more pumpy.
Techno, yeah, more straightforward techno, but you know, I mean, the same thing goes for production. I mean, there's times where I'm just writing techno, and you know, there's stuff I don't even want to release, and there's stuff we release, but it's just a matter of keeping yourself inspired and doing what you feel you want to do when you're performing or when you're producing, you know. And forcing music into a set or forcing yourself to produce a certain type of music because that's what's going on, or, you know, politically it makes more sense, is, for me, it's like, it's dismissing the art, and, you know, it's an important thing to just keep that pure.
I think that in the last couple of years that you've been involved, and also as an artist, and because I'm following the music that they have, but I think it's really important that you didn't change because of all the tendencies. So how easy or how complicated is that, just to follow what you want to do?
It's a decision, really, you know. You hope that you'll stay relevant and that you'll still have a career, but to me, the second you start, you know, acknowledging too much of what's going on around you and what other people are doing and what's trending, you may as well be sitting behind a fucking desk pushing papers, you know, because I write music because I want to write music and I want to express myself. I'm not writing music to fill a gap or to, you know, keep this art department brand alive and at tier A, you know. I do what I do because I want to do it, and as soon as that changes and I'm not able to do it the way I want to do it, I may as well be doing another job.
And something changed when you start having the label, because at least right now for me, that I have my own label, I'm just doing a lot of paperwork and promotion and CEO and everything.
Shit. You got to get one of these guys.
Yeah, that's what I want. Is he on sale?
No,
can I rent it at least?
Actually, I don't know. Let me throw a number out there.
19. Okay, but yeah, it's at least for me, it's not that easy because I have to deal with a lot of shit, and every time I have less and less time for music. How it's in your case?
Well, for the first few years in the case with Number 19, I was doing most of the work myself. I have a partner, Nitin, who, you know, he doesn't do a whole lot, but I was doing a lot of the work for the first few years, and, you know, as the label became more successful, we're able to hire people and managers and interns, and you know, same with art department. There's a whole team behind the project to make it work, and you know, you kind of have to schedule time for music, and it becomes tough, especially when you're touring as well, you know. It's been a long time since I could sit down and write music the way I want to, where it's not, I'm home for 3 days and I try and get something out, you know, versus like before the project took off, I would sit at home for months, literally, you know, 2 weeks without leaving the studio, and just like until it comes out, and not forcing it, not rushing it. And I find when you have this type of schedule and you become more successful and you're traveling and you've got labels and everything else that comes with it, you have to just shut everything out and say, you know, if you're home for 6 days, just say, I'm writing music right now, I'm not taking meetings and I'm not doing emails, and I've got a team of people that can handle it. And you know, music is the reason we do this, and it's the most important thing, and it's important to keep you inspired as well and to keep doing it. You know, if you're not writing music and you become, I said a little while ago, I think I traded in being an artist for being a successful artist, you know, and it makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways, and it's important to get back to that and to be conscious of it, for sure.
When was the time that you said and you realized that, okay, I just reached the next level and I'm a successful artist?
I don't know that there was really ever a defining moment where I felt like I made it. I mean, I remember the first time I was in like a Mixmag, that was like a cool thing, you know, to see that like you're in like the media and you feel more a part of the international industry. But I mean, like him and everybody else, or most people in the business, I was working at this for 15 years before the success. So it was just, you know, kind of a natural progression, and I was just kept doing what I was doing, but you know, it was on another level and there's more money, which is nice. But I mean, it's not like we blew up overnight, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Do you have to go to play later, Marbella? Yeah. Actually, you know, I had to do your warm-up, but they changed everything, so you're gonna play a hamburger. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna see you anyway. Cool. Thank you so much for this interview.
Pleasure, man.
Continue. Okay. Please subscribe to our channels and check all the other things that we are doing. Yep, sounds fair. Bye. And if there's somebody that you want us to interview, please write us. And if you have their contact, it's even better. So, subscribe. Bye.